Hi everybody, it's Soundbar from Soundbar Tech, and I shall be unboxing the Yamaha YSP-2700 Music Cast Soundbar by Yamaha. So this has Yamaha Music Cast, it has Yamaha DSP, it has all the Yamaha features like 7.1 surround sound. You can add background speakers if you want, but before we continue, all you can do on my own. I usually pay for this in my own fund. My parents have another one, identical. No one sponsored me for the video, so let's continue, and I'll try and unbox the soundbar. Alright, so in front of me I have the soundbar, or boxed up soundbar, so let's unbox it. Got my trusty stationery store scissors, so let's remove these packing tapes. So this soundbar, when I was originally getting it a while ago, is when I got this like several months ago, that one, which is now my parent, it was about 1,500 Australian dollars, but I managed to get it down with a price match from another store interstate for about 950 Australian dollars. But now that store is now 90. The store where I was getting the soundbar or sound blaster is about 1,050. So, but with a new price match, I managed to get it down to about 945. So if you shop around, you can get it. And if that store's not near you or is in a different state, you can always price match and get a better deal. When I got mine, I also got a HDMI cable with it, because this does not come with a HDMI cable. What comes in the box is a remote. It comes with, of course, a soundbar. It comes with a calibration microphone and a little calibration stand for it, which you can also mount to a tripod. And it also comes with a, what's it called? Calibration microphone, comes with a remote, comes with a sound blaster. Oh, an optical cable, Tosklink. So it also comes with that if you want to do optical. But with optical or Tosklink, the maximum you can do is 5.1 surround sound. But this is 7.1 surround soundbar. So my advice is buy a HDMI cable with an 18 gigabit or better, like a fairly recent one. This is also HDMI hub, so you're doing audio and video. So you can also connect up there. And I also forgot to mention, but the soundbar has Apple AirPlay, it has Bluetooth on board, it's got an online radio with stations around the world. It's also got Spotify, it's got Tidal, it's got Deezer, it's got Pandora Music. It's also got connects to a local network if you want to get music from a network. So it's got lots of features, and you won't be disappointed with it. It also supports all the major formats out there. So if you have like a movie backed up to a server, or files or formats which don't usually work on a TV, this can play it. And the reason I gave my old one to my parents is, one reason is they want a better audio, and the soundbar, their old one, did not support all the Blu-rays out there. So let's continue to unbox this. And it also comes with a Yamaha companion app, the Music Cast app. And this is where you can control or adjust all the profiles and all the audio functions and whatnot. But I also forgot to mention, it's got, as I said, Spotify, it's got AirPlay, it works with Apple and Android devices, it's definitely got HDMI, it's got Wi-Fi on board, it's got Ethernet, it's got Bluetooth IntelliBeam, it's got compressed music enhancer, Cinema DSP, DTS and Dolby Audio. So you won't be lost, and it's got all the features. Calibration microphone, which I will be needing, and do not lose this as an identical as ones which may connect to this soundbar with the same connector may be different. It keeps on hand. It's got a calibration stand for the microphone. got the optical cable, which I don't need, but I've already got an identical one. Which I've never looked at, but I've got the manual and a disc, so you can get manual on your computer. You can always download the manual online because most modern computers don't have this disk drive and disk sales have gone down. It's got 2 AAA batteries, Panasonic. You can use any AAAs. And it does work with universal TV remotes like the Logitech remotes which have been discontinued. The remote itself. I'll be pairing with my universal remote and I've got the app. I'll put this to up here. Oh, you know what? I'll put it in now. The Wi-Fi connect up this remote. The reasons why you would buy a better soundbar over a cheaper one is you get more channels, better audio quality, and supports more features. And also, this with the Yamaha Music Cast supports multi-room setups if you've got multiple soundbars and audio devices from Yamaha. So you could have your main room can have the soundbar, and the bedroom might have another soundbar, and you might have an office with some speakers. You can all link them up with a multi-room audio setup, or you can set them up so that they're all separate rooms, or they're all linked together. And what you can also do is have backfiring speakers. So when you have a movie, you have more channels. More channels or more noticeable back channels. So plug in the AAA. Yep, that's powered on. Little stands for the soundbar. So you can raise it up slightly. Which I did originally. But this does not have upfiring speakers, so you don't get the Atmos or DTSX effect and get the sound, so the sky or the encompassing sound. You only get around your traditional audio. You get the stand with some adhesive on the back. Oh, and I also want to mention it comes with a subwoofer. For the subwoofer. You get some stands and mounting hardware, screws for the wall. I will not be needing this, or I'm not mounting this to the wall, but you can do that if you so desire. That all on the top? Yep. And the soundbar. Under the standard strain plug. This is not region locked, so you can import this from another country if you so-called desire and need a power adapter. I recommend buying it from your local country as you'll get better support from Yamaha and the store. It's very hard juggling on a very thin level where I've got this. Let me take off the plastic. And what a lot of people think with soundbars is that this is a Yamaha, not Yamaha, this is a Hisense TV. My parents got a Sony TV. Is that with soundbars, people think, okay, I have a Sony TV, I must get a Sony soundbar. You don't need to do that. It may match the TV by look, and the remote may match the TV's original remote, and it might have some extra features like, okay, they call it the same thing. They've got, like with Samsung, they've got some audio match-up feature with their own cable where you can plug everything into the soundbar, then one cable to the TV, you got one cable, clean solution, and the TV becomes extra speakers with a soundbar if you want extra sound. I don't care all that fancy stuff. I just want some great audio, and I don't need matching brands. And Yamaha don't make TVs. Okay, the ground must be in the soundbar as there's no ground on the connector. Oh, I've got it upside down. Right. Time to put the stands on. Oh, before I put the stands on, if you look on the back, it's got the microphone, it's got the system connector, it's got subwoofer if you want to kick a third party subwoofer, it's got red and white analog audio, it's got a digital auxiliary connector, it's got the Tosklink optical connector, it's got an Ethernet port, the ARC connector is from the soundbar to the TV, or TV to soundbar for the audio. It's got 3 HDMI ports, and it's got a service connector and a USB port for updating if you don't do it over the app. But the USB port cannot be played audio, so I've got a whole bunch of music on a USB, that will not work. But you can play from a phone to the soundbar. Really hard games. So you stick them in on the bottom, like so, the stand. And like so, this little guiding holes to connect it up. Alright, that is done. Time to connect it to the TV. So I've already got a HDMI cable connected to the TV compatible one, which is over here. So I'm just trying to lift it up. Here are all its channels on the front. Excuse my back for a second. I connect up this soundbar. each soundbar. So in the back goes HDMI to the ARC port, and then I've got to the optical port an old CD player, and I want CDs. Alright, so I've got that connected, and as I said, wired networking is better than wireless, so into the switch goes this Ethernet cable, it's only a meter. Get a Cat5e or better. Alright, so that's connected. I've got these kind of brown boxes. Let's open these up. See what's inside. It's all been light, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're just filling boxes. And they're fillers there. And the other one looks like identical to that big filler. Let me finish opening these up. Another one of these empty boxes. Yamaha does pack a lot in here. Another thing I forgot to mention about this soundbar is that it's also Bluetooth pass-through or audio pass-through. So you can get devices connected to this, like your TV or whatnot, and then route it to your Bluetooth headphones. So let's say your TV doesn't support Bluetooth, or your game console does not support Bluetooth audio. You can always get them to your headphones. That's everything out of the box. But over here, I've got the subwoofer. Alright, so as I continue on with unboxing, unbox this subwoofer. This subwoofer works wirelessly or wired. So you can do the subwoofer cable and the system connector cable, but it's wireless, so let's do it wirelessly. Another Australian New Zealand plug. Alright, so I'm on a different angle. So what I'm doing is, before I even do anything by powering on the soundbar, I'm going to plug in this subwoofer. Oh. Alright. And I'm just going to slide it gently into place. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is plug in the soundbar. So I've just did the subwoofer. Now I'm going to plug in the soundbar. Soundbar into power. Alright, it's got power. So now what I'm going to do is grab my TV remote and turn on the sound TV into the right input. Wrong input, as it's trying to default to my and I believe it's HDMI 2 for my TV. Then if I turn on, it says Yamaha. Now, if I go to settings, I should get, yep, on screen I've got this option for the Yamaha soundbar. Now I'm just going to exit this. Then I'm going to now install the app on my phone and set up the soundbar through the app on the phone. Now I'm on my phone. So what you need to do is open the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Since I'm Android, the Google Play Store. Now search up Yamaha Music Cast. Once you've found it, install the app or update it depending on how things go. Now wait for it to install. Once the app's installed, you can open it. Accept the privacy policy, which no one ever reads. Select connect to existing system if you have an existing system. If you don't have an existing system, select setup. Since I have an existing system, what I'm going to be doing is going into settings of the whole system itself and setting it up. So now I'm in settings. What I'm going to do is select add device. Now I'm going to hold down the music cast button on my soundbar to set it up or enable it. But first you have to make sure the soundbar's on. Now searching for devices. Since it's already connected to my network via Ethernet, it will ask me to type in the room name. It can be changed later. Since it'll be in the playroom, I'm calling it playroom as one of the predefined names. But you can do your own name if you'd rather. There we go, playroom. Now for next, and now I can choose a photo from the list. You can choose one from your gallery, take one of the camera, or choose one already provided by Yamaha. I've selected one of their preloaded ones. Now agree to more terms and conditions. And now I've got the soundbar set up in the app. So now I'm going to be opening the app and going through their tutorial. And there's a firmware update which I shall be doing. Now the firmware update is downloading. So please be patient and wait as it does the update. Please be patient as this may take a while. The more updates there are, the longer it takes. The slower the internet you have, the longer it takes. So you've got to be patient. This doesn't happen very often, so I wouldn't worry too much, except for when you set up this soundbar, or you leave it off for a while. So let's continue to wait for the update to download. Still downloading. Always a lot of updates. People got to be patient. Very patient. Okay, so the update has done. Now the soundbar's going to restart. So don't be alarmed if it restarts and it takes a bit to restart. So it's restarting, so be patient. Restarting is when it turns off, then it turns back on straight away. Another name for restart is reboot. Alright, the update's complete. So now you get to experience the app and the soundbar for what it has. Now I've just turned on the soundbar. So what I'm going to be doing is going and adjusting some of the audio settings. So I'll be adjusting subwoofer, enhancing the audio, doing some sound effects, adjusting audio to make it sound a bit better for my personal taste. Alright, now I'm going back into the room settings for the soundbar itself, and I'll be changing the image as I want to have a different image for my playroom compared to my main room. Now I'll be checking some of the other audio settings, checking all the settings and whatnot. Checking for updates again. I'm also allowing to make sure the soundbar can use online streaming services. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is calibrate the soundbar. So I have updated it with the phone app, and I have connected up all the devices to it. It's on my network, but I did an update. So what I'm going to do is grab the calibration microphone and the stand. I'm not going to be using the soundbar. Boy, this is long. And what you need to do is plug it on the back to the microphone IntelliBeam port. And then what I'm going to need to do is grab the calibration stand. Now I'm going to put this about where you're going to sit. So I'm going to put it around just a bit back here. Now, oh, that's cool. The TV's gone to the calibration setup. So what I'm going to do is when you calibrate, you're going to vacate the room. I'm going to program this and then I'll come back once it's calibrated. Alright, so the calibration's done, man. It loud funny noises like whoop, 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 whoop. All these funny noises when calibrating. So you do have to vacate the room. It's quite annoying. Now I'm going to hit save setup by hitting enter. Press system memory key to save it in system. System memory key. Oh, system memory, I'll put in number 1. You have 3 different profiles if you really want for the calibration. So I'll put in 1. Now I've done that, so I need to remove the microphone. Ah, that's clever. It's quit the setup. Alright, for the final test, we're going to be doing is turning it on and off with the TV remote. I've got the original remote, but yeah. If I turn the TV off, soundbar's off, but it's over HDMI CEC. TV is should be on. TV on. TV on. This isn't a very good TV. TV's on. The soundbar should be turning on any sec now. Now soundbar should be turning on. If it doesn't turn on, you can grab the remote or app and just turn it on. So that's the Yamaha YSP-2700 Soundbar. I hope you found this video or unboxing interesting or enjoyable. Any questions, please put it down in the description. But anyway, I'm Sam. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.